Alright everybody, hello and good evening and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Am I coming through okay? Sweet, alright, let's make sure everything's properly synced. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Synced, perfect. Okay, yeah. I have not streamed Wednesday or Friday because it was freaking hot. Hopefully the weather stays the same for the majority of this week. It's relatively cooler, so maybe I can finally come back and play some Control later in the week. But we're gonna continue with more Ace Attorney here. Last session we finished our second episode where we're like halfway through, and this session will just be, hopefully we can be able to do it in one go, will be our third episode, Turnabout Samurai. Let's get to it. You have disgraced me for the last time, Steel Samurai. The pale moon in the sky cries for your blood. The moon? No, it is you who should gaze upon the moon, for it will be the last moon you ever see. See you in hell, evil magistrate. Whoa! Grah! The warrior's swords gleam and strike in the moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's exciting episode. The Dark Messenger returns. There you go. That's my Dragon Ball voice. That rocked! See you in hell, evil magistrate! Whoa! Stop waving that broom around. Oh, Nick! I didn't know you were here. Of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were watching? What? Nick, you don't know the Steel Samurai? He's only the most popular TV hero for young people. Young? Like, how young? 10 years old? Then what the heck are you doing getting all excited? Hey, I'm only 17. That's 17. See, I'm a teen. Not like you, Nick. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. And watch it with me. He's really cool, and it's really popular. When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was number 1. I don't really worry about kids these days. Gramps. Well, the Steel Samurai's over. I guess it's time to close up the office. I guess. Wish we had some clients. Yeah, totally. A month has passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time, but no one paid any attention to the Wright & Co. law offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month? It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner. Hello, this is Phoenix. Nick! What? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai! The Steel Samurai got arrested! Huh? You mean that guy on the show? Yes! They're saying the Steel Samurai killed a villain. Sorry, the mic stands in the way. Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV. Yeah, on TV. No! I mean he actually did it in real life! He skewered a villain with a samurai spear. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Just come to the office, quick, please, Nick! Maya's here, watching television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers played the lead role in the popular kids show The Steel Samurai Warrior of Neo Old Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. The samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. Police believe this was the murder weapon and are investigating further. This has to be a joke. No, it's a nightmare. The Steel Samurai is over. The world is over. Yes? Wright & Co. law offices. What? Nick! It's the Steel Samurai! What? Yes? Yes, of course. You'll be right there. You don't say! You don't say! What'd he say? He didn't say. Let's go, Nick. Go where? They have the Steel Samurai down in detention. So, what? So, I've decided this will be our first case. Well, what should we do? What should we do? How can you just sit there like that? We have to get down to the detention center and meet the Steel Samurai. Does she want to investigate this case or just do some sightseeing, I wonder? My money's on sightseeing. Well, we don't have enough information to make a case yet. Just admit it, you have you don't have a clue what happened. No! We just don't have enough information. There's the bellboy happily cleaning the room. Maya's been watering it so much lately it looks a little swollen. She's either trying to make it grow or she's perfecting her water torture technique. Those are real movie that you liked. I was thinking I should go see it myself, and then I realized the poster doesn't actually say the title of the movie. Scarier still is I have to read through all of these. The scarier still is the thought that I have to read all of these now. Maya's desk, actually, it's my desk now. Sitting here always makes me feel like I'm a professional. Alright, let's see who this... What was his name? Will Powers? Oh my! I mean, if he's innocent, I'm sure he can be able to find another job as, like, Monkey King or something. Oh, what's wrong, Maya? It's him. In the flesh. Is that guy really him? What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client. That's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this. But he definitely... Wow, Maya. He definitely did it. Murder. At least once, maybe twice. Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you saying? What do we get this up with? Yes? Something wrong? No. This is getting off to a great start. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Oh no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know. I didn't want to wreck their dreams. Oh. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now. Nick. What? He's It's like a switch with you, Maya. He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Yeah. He didn't do it. What's with that look? It's like, he didn't do it. Okay, that's all the same. Maybe you could start by telling us what happened. Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. Went through a few action sequences at 10 that morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. But when 5 came around, the staff gathered at the studio.
The evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set.
Oh, damn, dude. Where was he stabbed? I can't tell.
They took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. He had been expertly skewered with the samurai spear.
The samurai spear?
Yes, it's a long spear that the steel samurai uses as a weapon.
Maybe you'd explain to me just what the steel samurai is. Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world. Hey, who's new to this?
No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of Neo-Old Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. Cute all notes. Although, I guess he did defeat him this time.
I see. Neo-Old Tokyo. Who comes up with these names? Now, where were you on the day of the murder?
Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9 o'clock. We worked through some action scenes until noon. The rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up it was after 5. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here.
So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? Some action hero.
What will the kids think?
I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder.
Right. Global Studios. I'll draw you a map.
Wow, Nick, let's go! I'm willing to bet $10 she asked for autographs. Wow! So this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome! Aren't you excited? Hey, you there! You want in? You gotta go through me! Oh. Sorry. We're, lawyers. Oh, yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. And it's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers, sightseers, tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. Is her name Old Bag? Wait, don't you have a job? Maybe I should become a lawyer too. Sounds like a lot of ease to me. Young things are low. What do you do? Slow down! That was like auto running. I didn't read it, like half of that. Nick? Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. I hate to break it to you, Maya. I don't know. It's possible. Hey! Listen when you're being spoken to. Youths today. Old Bag. Is that a nickname or is that her actual name? Old Bag. Main entrance to the studio. There was a big scene on yesterday with onlookers pressed up against the gate. Okay. Oh, that came out of nowhere. Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry on film equipment. Remember, most names are puns. True. An overhead map of the studios. Right from here is the employee area, to the left of the actual film studios.
computer that runs the studio security cameras.
Hey! No touching!
Okay. How about I ask you some questions, ma'am? So, what do you do here at the studios?
At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days.
No! You were a star?
Only a little twinkle between the stars here, afraid, dearie.
Wow.
This place has really gone downhill, you know. But 10 years ago, now that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then, too, he was.
The Hammer?
The victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with.
Very suspicious. Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers?
He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer.
We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty.
Powers? Of course he's guilty. I know everything. That's my job.
Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer?
I was standing right here yesterday, I was right here, 1 in the afternoon to 5, when they found the body. Now the studio where the murder took place is to the left here. So if you want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place.
And that person was Mr. Powers.
Yes, I saw him.
But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room.
Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer, you can bet your biscuits on it.
What kind of person was Jack Hammer?
What kind of person? Oh, if you only knew. Jack Hammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero.
Why does he have such a dopey smirk? Looks like me trying to be a doofus. I'm not actually trying to be a doofus.
He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series.
Should I have heard of that?
But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain in a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry. Isn't it about time you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along.
Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request.
I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'll just let you in. This lady here thinks she owns the place, obviously.
But we can't go anywhere else. I guess we gotta go back to Mr. Powers. Hello, how was the studio? They all think I did it, don't they?
No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick?
Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. About the security guard at the main gate to the studio.
Oh, the security lady? She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking.
Yes. Actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask, her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio, but let her see you stumble once and she'll never let up on you.
She's got some nerve.
Do you think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation? Of course.
I just hope this will get me past that security lady. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you?
What? No, I'd never do that.
Earlier you said you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch.
Yes, like a baby.
But the security lady said she saw you that day. She said she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime.
What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise.
Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get.
I know. I'm sorry. But I swear to you, on my mama's grave, I was sleeping.
Is your mom really dead?
Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me?
What did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers. Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scrawl. To think he would entrust his fate to the youths of such unreliable appearance. Really? Really? Anyway, you may pass, but only left from here, towards the studios. No going to the right, that's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. The good detective told me himself. Hey, Nick. Huh? There were maps in the security guard station. Hey, not bad. Let's see, main gate. Okay. Right is to the employee area and dressing room. Those are 50 cents a piece, thank you! Well, time to go, Nick. 50 cents! What the hell is that thing? I got 3 pieces of pocket lint and a Subway token. It's okay, I got it covered. I got deep pockets. Hey! Aren't you that murderer from the other day? Ah! It's that confused detective! Hey, pal. You know that prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset and it's your fault. I saw him sipping tea, staring gloomily out the window. So? Hey! If he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame other people I want, but I know the truth in my heart. Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here? Well, we're on this case too, pal. Huh? Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. I'd say he's a character, all right. What the hell is this thing? Studio mascot. I guess it's a monkey of some. Oh, samurai monkey, samurai proboscis monkey. What kind of monkey has a nose like that? I just said it. He's holding a sign in his hand. Right? Studio 1, left Studio 2.
What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted.
Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday, and the head broke off. Took that tree down with it too.
Detective Gumshoe, what's down the path to the left? Looks like the tree fell down over the path.
Oh yeah, that way is kind of dangerous. You should stay out, pal. There's nothing down there anyway. That's where Studio 2 used to be, they tell me. They don't use it now, though.
Entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Hang on, my nose is tickling. Excuse me. There we go. Do I got another one? Okay, I'm good. Thank you. Hang on. Okay, we're good. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked. It looks like you need a key card to get in. Oh, looks like you need a key card to get in. Makes sense that they would want to keep the non-employees out. There's a big welcome sign above the path.
Yeah, apparently the studio's fallen on tough times. They started letting people in on days they aren't filming. They make a bit of extra money by charging for admission.
Huh. You sure know a lot about this place, Detective. You know, you can always quit being a detective and work here.
Yeah,
what perfect timing with the studio mascot down for the count.
Huh? Just what's that supposed to mean, pal?
Hey, there's a camera there.
That's a security camera. It takes photos of people going to the studio. All you have to do is look at the data, and you can see who went where.
There's a number plate on the camera. STI 307, ST1307. That must be the camera number. I'm a little bushed. Maybe I'll take a short rest here.
Hey, good idea, pal.
Detective, aren't you on the case?
Well, yeah, but... Hey, us detectives get tired of standing around too, pal.
So, how's your investigation going, Detective?
Well, it's... Hey, I can't tell you that, pal.
Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions. Right. So, Detective, mind if I take a look at what you got?
What I got?
The autopsy report. The latest version, if you please.
Right.
Sorry about what happened last time, pal. Why was Mr. Powers arrested?
Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30, and that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate.
Nick, if that's true, anyone would think Powers did it with that kind of evidence. Thanks for cheering me up. About the security lady.
Oh, that sweet old lady. What a charmer.
Huh? Are we talking about the same person?
When I showed her my badge, she gave me a coffee, gave me a donut and some coffee.
Remember what Powers said? She's a sucker for authority.
Excuse me. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence.
What? What kind of evidence?
Well, that photo. The photo of the steel samurai heading toward the scene of the crime.
What? Who took that? See that camera up there on the gate, pal? The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign? The one with the welcome sign? Yeah, whenever someone walks by, that camera automatically snaps a photo of them. Oh no! Nick, he has evidence. We're finished. Funny. For someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that. We'd like to ask the employees here some questions. Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found. I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves. Nick, let's go. We've got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out. He's just gonna stand there chuckling to himself. Look, I ain't got time to look at every old trinket you got, okay, pal? Nick, look! That security lady is in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts. Yeah, and they're soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew them. Hey, you! Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet? She had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am? Oh, that? Just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, I just left. Just from the left to here is. Oh, just to the left from here is the gate with the camera that took the photo. I know how to read. It's my job to take the photos every day, you see. This guard station is in a central position. No matter where you go here, pass by my station first. Now, for Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1. The murder happened right around 2:30. See? The only one I see go through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. Security camera got a good look at him too. If he's not the one that did it, I don't know who is. Maybe it was you. Good one, Sonny. She thinks I was joking. Oh. Jumped the gun there. About the security camera. Oh, yes, the camera. It's automatic. It can tell when someone walks through that gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently it records the time when when it takes a picture too. But I don't bother with myself with those details. I just view the photos on the computer over the security guard station. I check them every day before I go home too. Was the victim Mr. Hammer, or popular actor? Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio. Was. Past tense. Oh, yes, he was great as the bearded samurai. That too, yes. He's shone the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate is a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him? I'm just gonna... Hey! No touching! Oh, we could go to the employee area. Is she gonna let us? We're just gonna go this way. Oh, okay. I thought she was gonna stop us. Nick! This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look! There's Powers' dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around.
Window in the dressing room. Glass is frosted, so I can't see inside. Signed by the dressing room door. Will Powers! Must be neat to have a star and have your own room like this. Door to the dressing room, it's not locked. Okay. Hey, Nick, let's take a look inside! Maybe we can find something as a souvenir. What do you mean, find? You never know. There might be something like the samurai spear. We don't need a spear. And that's the murder weapon, for crying out loud. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Where's the fab titties? Answer me that. Huh. It's so normal. I was expecting some cool themed snacks or something. Popcorn, at least. Wait, look! A samurai soda! Nick, try this! Ladies first. That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. Wow, Nick, you know a lot about the industry. What else would they keep in a film studio? The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on the plates, minus steak. T-bone steak. That would have hit the spot. We just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks. How are you so skinny? What? There we go. What have we here? The metal grate on the drain has been taken off. That's a pretty big drain. Kid could fit through there, I bet. Hey, Maya, you want to make $10? Yeah, if you snuck in that way, you wouldn't have to pay at the gate. Well, if you wanted to leave that way, be my guest. Right. Huh? Hey, I'm not a kid. Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? It makes it a lot easier to go up hills. Don't people cycle to get exercise? That's a half-finished backdrop of a stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably the Neo Tokyo Castle. Alright, shall we go inside? Powers' dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping. Or at least this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they? Right. And there's a picture of him near the scene of the crime. I hope he's telling the truth for his sake. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. It's locked. Looks like he doesn't open his window much. I guess it's kind of dusty outside. There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. This must be his own clothes. It'd be fair to wear one of these costumes. I'd say you're already wearing one myself. What is it? Oh, okay. I had to make sure I was reading that right. They always have mirrors in like this in dressing rooms. I see my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. And I'm still gonna get ridiculed for it. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies. Nick, I'm hungry. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for this girl, I swear. How many stomachs does this girl have?
This must be Powers' bag. Hey, don't open that. Look. An employee card key. That must be Powers'. It says Studio One. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it. You mean borrow. There's a vast array of cosmetics here. Oh, this is the wiki using Samurai Boogie Wiki. Nick, try this on. No. And how can you tell the name of the show just by looking at a wig? I, kind of like samurai movies. Hey, who doesn't? Kinda. Anything else around here? All right, well, at least we got the key, card key. So. Love how you play Phoenix off so deadpan. Don't mind us, lady. I wonder if this card key we borrowed from the dressing room will work. It opened. All right, we're in. She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. Oh, just gonna get on right past you there, bow. He's known Maya for like 2 weeks and he's already over her shit. What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here. And the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. The outline where Jack Hammer's body lay with the tape. His body was still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny. I expected a spear stabbing would at least leave a few bloodstains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. Hey, look! It's the chair that the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey Nick, take a look at that. It's one of those black and white boards they clap at the start of the filming. And look, a megaphone. A real-life megaphone. Ready, Nick? Action! This girl is more trouble than I thought. What's this? That's for reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that. The assistant holds it during filming. What? Where's your enthusiasm for all things entertainment? Well, lighting is fine, but I'd want to be the director. Or maybe the Steel Samurai. I think she's being serious. Look, a ladder. That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things on a narrow-minded you need to stop with that. You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right. Sorry. This girl is out there. You're not gonna take note of the bag right there? Wow, look at that, a camera. That must cost a ton. Oops, break it. Yeah, so don't touch it.
The stepladder walks in while the ladder is stuck in the tree. Oh no! Excuse me 1 second. Okay. Whoa! It's heavier than I thought. Hey, you! No touching that! Sorry. My partner's kind of, you know. You know? No, I don't know. Who are you? Who? Me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers. WP. Oh, I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit, but do what you can for WP, okay? He'd never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry. Leave it to us. Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes. I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on the staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studios isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was only rehearsal for action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. The employee area. That's where Powers' dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. Oh, excuse me. I didn't see either of them after that. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No. I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private. What kind of girl do you think I am? What kind? No. Sure, you're a fine girl. Sorry. So much for getting the confirmation of Powers' alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue. A lead. Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just afternoon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yes. Several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks, that helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot. So you sense that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yes, I think. I think doesn't cut it as a witness testimony. Nick, what about that security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. See what else is here.
Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Looks like a backdrop for a stage. This must be using the Steel Samurai show. Of course! That's the mountain, Neo Fujiyama. Mike. Thank you. Doesn't this Steel Samurai take place in take place in old Tokyo? Can you even see Mount Fuji from here? Not old Tokyo, Nick. Neo old Tokyo. Oh. Right. What? You're still here? Really? You look at those, you've just seen a ghost. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face.
I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time with Hammer's death was 2:30? Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times?
Sure as can be. But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you're watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Alright, you better tell me and tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh? We're just talking to the assistant in Studio 1. Her? She's not even a full-time employee! Oh, you young'uns are like that nowadays, this and that. I'll tell you the thing that they're too about respecting the lawyers back in the day when you did the crime. She left. Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. Nick, maybe we can see that photo of Powers with this computer.
Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Accidentally deletes everything.
You know how to work these things. You know how to work these things, Nick?
It looks like I just have to enter in a few numbers. Let's see. First, I need the date of the murder. Looks like the camera was turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1 p.m. That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Please enter the 307, I think. There, entered.
Hey, it printed out the data for that day.
Let's see what we got. Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he's the only one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. Excuse me. I got something in my eye. I don't imagine the detective would be very happy with this photo as evidence. Hmm? Something's printed on the back. Huh?
October 15th, 2 p.m. Photo number 2. What does that mean? Maybe there's more photo data from that day? Nope, that's the only one on the computer. Hey, Nick! Can't we use this photo for evidence for the trial? Yeah. We'll put that security lady in her place with this. Right. We'll put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said! Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it was just a joke. So, are we done for the day? I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady. To be continued. Oh, it's Edgeworth again. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call his first witness. Very well. I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Detective? If you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it is important to grasp a layout of the studio, see? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studio. Security lady that works there at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there is a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now on that day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and the young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead later, on that day, 5 p.m., production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was canceled. Time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was a murder weapon. That's the case, in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to that whole thing again? No, I think I got everything. I think I can probably remember that. So, the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. Your Honor,
This case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. Will the witness declare her name?
My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered.
Your name, please.
Oh, dearie, there's no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma.
Your name, please! Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witness to say their names.
Wendy Altbag, dearie. So just call me...
Oh, Jesus Christ. Objection! I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand.
I was just getting to the good part, dearie.
Perhaps we can get to the testimony. Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, yeah, I was.
And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you.
Oh, you know your stuff, dearie.
You may begin your testimony. She sure has one hell of an old bag.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest of it have been doing a run-through there since the morning. I, well, had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5 o'clock. Now, the murder happened at 2:30, right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was headed toward the studio.
You're the defendant then, Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor. What kind of errands? Oh, well, you know. Answer the question. Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers observing, you know.
Observing?
Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station? Whippersnapper, I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job.
I'm not sure your boss would see it that way.
Anyway, I always wanted to watch Hammer's run-throughs. Always. I always watch Hammer's run-through. Never missed one in all my years. Wow. I want to see a Steel Samurai run-through too.
You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty.
Not a bad idea. Anyway, it was 1. I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from time. Then 5 p.m. Now the murder happened at 2:30, right?
Excuse me.
Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by. You sure?
Well, who's the man?
Really, you should try not to get so excited at your age. You might strain something. Now, don't get your scabies in a bunch. I'll tell you who it was.
Okay. Windbags love gossiping about other people's misfortunes. Ain't that the truth?
Can't you get a kick somewhere else?
Let me get this straight, old bag, or Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about this man in the man in this photo, aren't you?
Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly?
None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo. Miss Old Bag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw?
Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right?
No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai.
I know that. I wasn't born yesterday.
No one in this court is accusing you of that, Miss Witness. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently.
However, you don't have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you?
Nosy old man. Of course I have proof. What? Even Edgeworth is surprised? The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please, make known all the information in your possession ahead of time.
How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should all be ashamed. All of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look.
Wow, old Windbag left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good.
Let's hear about your proof then.
I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his legs, see? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy?
So he had sprained his ankle? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
She's gotta be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Phoenix? Phrasing. He broke a prop? He sure did. His own samurai spear. His samurai spear? The murder weapon? Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as a significant detail. I'd better write this down in the court record. Are you absolutely sure? Let's take a look at the picture again. So he was walking strangely because he was injured.
It does look like he was dragging his foot.
See? And you didn't trust me, whippersnapper. Still, you can't look at this and say it's Mr. Powers. Yes, but only Mr. Powers would have been dragging his leg.
He has a point. It does seem quite likely that it was Powers.
There's gotta be more to this. I better keep pressing her.
Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped to make it better for him, of course.
Helped make it better?
I kissed it where it hurt.
Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant then?
Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle.
You may continue your testimony.
Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained? Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch. Thus the nap. Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked.
Dragging his foot, okay. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me.
Which is?
Where is this Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, Will, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though.
Anyway, that's not important.
The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes. And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right.
What a handsome question.
Are you sure you're sure, Your Honor?
Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers.
The defense has a point. Also, I wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. Then allow me to remove the doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please?
No need to ask twice. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go through the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them.
So, if no one else went through the studio, then it would have been the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Hold on. Look at this. Look at this photograph! One more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate from the studios, correct? Yes, it is, honey. So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture? And here, I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right. Anyway. It's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. Even I know what that means. It was taken at 2 p.m. October 15th. Really, Sonny? Actually, I knew that too.
The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2. Photo number 2. The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it's really the only photo?
Order! Order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright.
Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence not only shows that not 1, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there's only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access, the security lady herself.
You watch your mouth, whippersnapper!
The only person I saw that day was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Well, yes. That's what it would seem to mean.
Can the witness explain this to the court?
I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help. Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what that means either. Some help you are, you whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper.
Something the matter, Miss Old Bag?
That's right. I just remembered something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai?
Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way.
I see. Your testimony, please.
Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo on that day.
Miss Old Bag, this is the first I've heard of this.
Well, of course, Sonny, I only just remembered it.
Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin your cross-examination.
Well, I'd say this is a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. Well, who the heck was in that photo you erased? A fanboy. Fanboy? Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day. Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one would get in. Those were your words! Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside and, well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain. I told you there were freaks. Oh, and... they're kids. Children. Whippersnappers. Kids? So, on the photo you erased, it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What?
Order! Order! Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was a Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade.
Oh yes, well we see his type here every day. Can't stop him. Can't catch him. A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, but not impossible for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy.
Right? As I say, I didn't pay much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect.
Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time.
Mr. Powers?
Yes?
Tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio?
I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest.
So who was in the Steel Samurai in that security photo?
How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really.
What? You should take better care of that stuff.
I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a Steel Samurai costume. So, where does this leave me?
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
You're the only likely suspect right now.
Oh, sure. Sorry about that. Nick! What are we gonna do? First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this. Right. It'll take him so long to shoot us down that we can get another day. Right. What if we pick the wrong person? We might lose on the spot.
You don't sound very optimistic.
I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go.
What does that mean? Please don't say it like that. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter?
The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studio was a boy roughly of 10 years of age. Excuse me. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else who could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Your thoughts?
The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime.
Order. Interesting. Let us hear what you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized.
Right. Great. As if the stakes weren't high enough.
So, who was this person other than Mr. Powers who could have committed the murder?
She's unaccounted for. They're all unaccounted for. I don't know. This one we don't know about. I'll say either Old Bag or the assistant.
I'm safe, scumming. Yeah, the assistant girl wasn't at the rehearsal, so she wouldn't have known about Powers hurting his ankle. But she was. She was at the run-through. She's the only one who would have known about the ankle. Then got with the most ridiculous. It was the boy. Man with duct tape. I mean, she fixed it on the spot. Doesn't say about like being retaped. She's gonna hate me for this. It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Who? The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they've been watching this action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag. What? Whippersnapper? Order. Order. Is this true, Oldbag? Oldbag, that's Miss Oldbag to you? Miss Oldbag was standing. it's weird saying that. Standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume, then slipped into Studio 1 to the scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes II, baby. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection, some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it, is that it? Edgy boy, don't just stand there, do something. What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way. Maybe not. But we still don't know all the cards, because we have one kid unaccounted for. And we have no idea what's going on with Studio 2. I guess this does kind of make it look like she's the killer. Funny. I feel bad for her all of a sudden. It's true that the witness could have conceivably committed this crime, yet we must not forget that the victim was an action hero. As formidable as her personality may be, I doubt she'd be strong enough. Uh-oh. If it removes her from consideration, that means Mr. Powers is it. Sorry, Windbag, but I don't have a choice. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day. Why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive, too. Indeed.
That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Wait just a minute! What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy! The one whose photo I erased.
He's only a grade schooler, as you said. 2nd or 3rd grade, was it?
But that doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin up my old man in 10 seconds tops.
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright?
That boy is not the killer. What? How can you be so sure? Or is it be nice to the kids and mean to your elders, day whippersnapper?
I have proof.
Proof?
Indeed. Let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder.
Take that!
Your Honor, the murder weapon was a samurai spear. That very spear is shown here in this photo. How could the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible.
I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this?
The Windbag. Speechless. This has got to be a first.
Very well. This court will suspend proceedings for the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Wendy. What was her name?
Something old bag, Your Honor.
Then the prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Wait a second! I'm not just gonna sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree! Me! I'm talking! Oh, great. Stop the presses. Windbag wants to talk.
Ms. Oldbag, what's this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about. Not to talk about?
By whom?
Huh. You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk?
Well, justify.
Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. Oh, it's the producers. We got new people. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. If they're gonna go and accuse me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free.
Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Where did you keep this Why did you keep this from the court until now?
Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told. No. This isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Who were these people? Well, the director and producer for starters. The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through without their action scene? Action scene without the director? Of course. Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it. So where were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that.
Where?
Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. The Studio 2? There was a Studio 2? Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left. That's where the monkey's head was falling over.
Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue this cross-examination? I think I've already asked all my questions, but... So they were actually in the studio?
Yes, the whole day. When they heard about the murder, they beat it before the cops came.
Kill this woman, I swear it.
I feel sorry for Edgeworth almost. She really left him hanging on this one.
Them? Who were these people? Okay. There's gotta be something else in here.
Nick, I guess pressing her was the right thing to do. For an old windbag, she sure likes keeping secrets. Let's get as much information as we can.
Yeah.
So you were told not to talk. That's right. By the studio and the TV bigwigs, no less.
Why didn't I hear about this?
Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in on it. Miss Oldbag, this is a trial for murder. I know that's silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And they gave me a little bonus on the side.
So you got your bonus and you still talked. I think I found it. Yep. Your Honor, we've learned that there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. Prosecution will gather more information on the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about these other people we have just been told of. I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceedings and the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. That was right to ask you to defend me. Aw, really, it's nothing. Or should I say, or should I? We'll be going down to the studios to do more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get the material for the cross-examination. So Nick, have we figured out just who it was in the steel samurai costume? Could it really have been Old Windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers?
I don't think it was her, really.
Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. I was just buying some time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit and to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor old Windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her.
Yeah, well, she wasn't winning any points in there, without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios. Right. We'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Yeah, we got a little more time. Alright, let's do some exploring and then we'll cut it off at the start. I feel like it was a lot more, so we'll before it starts off the next what do you call it? The next trial. Let's do some searching. Or actually, let's call it here. I feel like we could probably finish the episode next time. Day 2 investigation. So we'll stop here for the night and we'll pick this up again tomorrow. Title screen. Besides, I need to give my voice a rest. So thank you all for joining me tonight. We'll continue and hopefully finish case 3 tomorrow. And I've been looking at the weather. It looks like the temperatures will stay pretty consistent, so I think we should be good to be able to stream some Control without the chance of me melting. Because God, this heat wave, I swear. But yeah, that'll continue on for the rest of the week. I don't know if Chicken's gonna be. I haven't scheduled the next time we'll be doing Mario Kart Friday free play. Need to get back around to doing that. However, there's other things going on. I'll get to that in a second. But where's my? Let's go ahead and put the links down here. The first link will take you to the sister site, or not the sister site, the Lazy League Discord. There you can be able to find the rest of the Lazy League, such as Oh Hey Mike K, the Batgwen, Gummed Off the Gray, and many others in our circle. On the subject of Batgwen, I don't know if he's still doing this. He told me about this last week. I need to get back to him on this, but he said he was going to be doing some. I don't know if he's streaming it or not, but he said he was going to be doing like interviews for various streamers. I was going to be one of them. I need to talk to him about that. I don't remember if he was going to stream it or not. But yeah, he's got other stuff going on. Mike is still playing East. Was that 8? Is it 7 or 8? Lacrimosa of Donna. Yeah. He's playing that. And East 8. Okay, yeah. And then Gumdolph's doing his thing. He does some nice like community let's plays or streams with his Discord community. Earlier tonight he was doing Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to catch that. I wanted to, but yeah, a lot of other stuff. A lot of other streamers such as Warwick, Justice. Rainarchy actually started streaming again. She's either doing Destiny or Overwatch. It was one of those two. And yeah, a lot of fun stuff in the Discord. Come hang out with us. Come be lazy with us. We got watch parties, gaming news, Penguin news, D&D talks, and everything else in between. A lot of other events that goes on. The second link will take you to the sister site for this channel. There you can be able to find, which I did update by the way, so you can be able to find more info on other upcoming streams that I have planned, such as the other streams that I have on this on the wheel that I updated, which will include things like Mass Effect 2. What did I put on there? Deathloop. Hang on. I bookmarked them on my 2023. No, don't disconnect.
I don't want to join the stream. Let's see. Mass Effect 2. Samus Returns to Fusion Run. Yeah, forgot about that. Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots Revisited. Deathloop. Trek to Yomi, which is a new game that I got not too long ago. And a new Retro Nights, not N64 edition, but it's actually a new one where I'm going to be playing for the first time Castlevania Symphony of the Night. That's going to be an interesting one. But yeah, you can also find my archive of all the past streams that I've done over the past 9 years. We're in year 10, everybody. It's a long haul. But yeah, catch all that. And if you got any questions, comments, concerns that you would like me to know about, or any suggestions that you might have for me for future Let's Plays or even Retro Nights, head on over to the contact page and shoot down to me over there. Alternatively, you can also scroll down or off to the side, depending which platform you're watching from, to catch other links, such as the Twitter link, so you can also reach me. And there are also other links to help support the channel, as well as other users on or other streamers, on Twitch that aren't connected or affiliated with the Lazy League. You can be able to that I personally like to watch and follow. Check them all out whenever you can. They're all great. And again, thank you for joining me tonight for this beginning of session or case 3 of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. We're going to try and solve this mystery tomorrow. Will we find who really did it? Or will we make a fool of ourselves? Tune in tomorrow. Till then, take care. Love and hype. Life is good. Good night, everyone.